Did I stutter? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. I'm feeling pretty good, Geordie. I don't know about you. You feeling good?
No, man, but that's
okay. Totally fine. I'm just going to ignore that and continue. Oh, hi. Welcome to the Poets Garden podcast. I'm trying here.
But...
So, Geordie.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing over there? Sounds like you're having a great time all by yourself.
Giggling.
Yeah, got the giggles.
Today,
That's okay. You know, that's what happens to us sometimes, Geordie. Sometimes things happen. People come here. We get all kind of out of sorts.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Ashley came here and I got super nervous.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Like,
I was acting like in my face.
I was acting like a 13-year-old boy.
How concerned I was, but
I'm a man, Geordie. I'm a man. Why do you laugh like I'm a man? Anyway, Ashley showed up. I got a little nervous. But that's because there's something about the soft female voice singing. It just, I don't know. It's like it makes me feel vulnerable, I guess. And actually something I didn't even tell her while she was here, but there's that part of a song that she wrote with her friend, Cody Lawless. Check it out on TikTok because I think it's phenomenal. It was just like 1 minute of the song, but I was driving home from work and I just put it on and it was on TikTok. So it just kept replaying every time. And I drove the whole 40 minutes with that 1 minute just repeating.
Oh, wow.
I was like almost in tears by the end because, you know, you go through some shit in life, you know, breakups, whatever. And it was just hitting me. So I just wanted to say, I think that's why I was so nervous, you know? Yeah. It was more just like, this is a girl whose voice just tore my heart apart.
Oh, James.
For 40 minutes.
Oh, James.
True story. Anyway, I'll just say that. I'll say that she's got the ability to just bring out your vulnerabilities, you know, like, but in a good way, right? So I figured that's why I was kind of thrown off, you know. I was like, you know, acting like a kid when I'm a man and I shouldn't. Because I'm a man, Geordie.
Yes.
Anywho.
You've established that.
So yeah, she's got a great voice.
You know, her voice has a true edo, I call it.
She got the true Edo voice, not a falsetto.
So when she goes falsetto, it's a true Edo though, because it's
so
it's
true.
better. It's not like a
you do that.
You know, it's not like that kind of a thing.
I just got to tell you, Geordie, I don't know how much Geordie falsetto that our listeners can handle because you do that in the episode as well. I just want to pass that along.
I yodel?
You went falsetto in the episode to show her what she doesn't do and what she shouldn't ever do. And I would go as far to say no one should ever do what you did. But
well, that's embarrassing.
That's all right.
Maybe you could edit that out, James?
No, we're leaving that in, Geordie. Oh. That's staying there.
Super. Thank you so much.
But yeah, so make sure you check out her performance at the end of the episode. She plays an original song, which I believe is called Confide in Me. Yeah, really nice, beautiful, soft song, beautiful melody line. Caleb's playing some guitar on there too. And what?
Guitar.
I don't know. She's a very, very cool person. Very cool personality. Great sense of humor.
Never seen a ghost, though.
Never seen a ghost. It's okay. No one's perfect, Geordie. You know when you think everything's going well with the intro, and then you just feel like it completely fell apart on you?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling right now, Geordie.
Yeah, me too.
Like I felt all this confidence when we started. I was like, yeah, we got this. And now I'm just like, why do we have a podcast?
I hear you, buddy.
Anyway, don't let that distract you from Ashley Delphine on the Poets Garden podcast. Okay, so I'm going to do some sort of like intro. Oh man, I'm so nervous. What the hell's going on? Can I have a drink of beer?
He's not usually nervous like this.
I don't know, because like I'm a fan, right? Like,
that's very sweet.
Okay, wait, no, because I want to say this on the podcast. Okay, here we go. Got like a little professional and shit. I'm fine, man. Everything's fine. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Hey, welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. I am James.
I'm Geordie.
And this is the Poets Garden podcast. I already said that.
Yep.
I always do that.
You do.
Today we have a very special guest, Miss Ashley Delphine, here today.
Hello, that's me.
Hey there. And we also have her cousin / producer, Mr. Cute Funk, otherwise known as Caleb.
Correct.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, this is awesome. I know I kind of had to like twist your arm a bit there to get you. I'm just kidding. No, but I was like so stoked. Like as soon as I checked out your stuff, I think it was Aaron that sent me the link.
Oh, cool.
And I rarely doom scroll with like anything, but like once I watched your first one, I just like went to the next one. It was just like all of them.
Oh,
Because I don't
so
know,
sweet.
it was just so soft and yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. Okay, here we go. So, Ashley, where did your musical journey begin?
Great question. I feel like I've loved music like ever since I came out the womb, it feels. But as soon as I could like, why are you laughing at me?
It's just fun. You're funny. No, keep going.
Thanks. But yeah, I feel like ever since I could like walk or like even talk, I was singing something, humming something. We used to do like shows when we were little, like with our cousins, and we'd like perform these like shows for our parents.
Performance. Like if all the family's over, there's
something happening.
There's something happening. Yeah, we're putting
Yeah.
something on.
Yeah. Sweet.
We used to do that.
But yeah, once I got a bit older, I was like, oh, like, man, this is really something that I love to do. And so I like started writing songs. They were so bad when I was little. Like, what was I writing about? Who knows? But yeah, everybody starts somewhere. But yeah, it was really fun. And I just like have such a huge passion for it. So
Very cool.
yeah.
So did you start taking like piano lessons or something too?
Yeah, I started taking lessons when I was 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure. And then I took them until like high school. And then once COVID hit, I kind of stopped for a bit. And then my piano teacher moved away when I was younger. So then I like stopped for a bit. And then I got back into it in like grade 10. And then COVID hit. And then I like stopped. And now I just like do whatever. But I like took it for a long enough time that I like know mostly the basics.
You know
and
the
stuff.
gist, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like me as well. Actually, I took lessons till I was about 8 years old, and then I hated it because I think I started Royal Conservatory then.
Oh yeah.
And I
Never
couldn't handle it. So
Yeah, it's difficult for sure.
yeah, it's brutal.
I never did learn the piano.
No, you didn't. You were too busy on the guitar.
Well,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. But you also play acoustic guitar.
I do.
Yeah?
I started learning acoustic self-taught like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he started learning. When did you start learning again?
I mean,
Around the same time, I feel.
kind of. For school, I had to. Everyone played either bass or piano, and I felt like everyone was like, "Oh wow, okay, not enough guitar players here. This is surprising." So then I kind of jumped back into
Picked it
that,
up.
and kind of right around the same time. But it's cool to see like we're learning a like similar instrument, but like our styles of playing is so different.
so different.
Right. Yeah.
So that's been cool.
But it's fun because then we'll teach each other things that like
Oh, nice. Yeah.
we don't know.
yeah, you're like, oh, try this hand pluck, or like I'm like, hey, you got those bar chords down yet? And you're like, kind of.
I'm like, absolutely not.
Bar chords. Oh.
How
I
long have
hate
you
bar
played for?
chords.
Like, I would say so. I did take piano lessons and guitar lessons back in the day. I think through the same teacher, or the same like group of teachers,
Yeah.
and I only played for like a year, but I wasn't really into it because I hated practicing.
Yeah.
And then just recently, like last year, I just got back into it and I just practiced so much
Yeah.
to get ready for, like, we have shows and stuff like that at school specifically. And so I've just like, I need to catch up because I've been slacking. So
Yeah.
yeah, about I would say in total about a year. Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
good. Yeah.
Very cool. But you're doing more of the like producing, like you're doing like beats and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I would say I've done a lot of like tracking, like at school with like Pro Tools and stuff like that. So playing full songs has been
right. Yeah.
cool. So
Nice.
I would say producing is like 60%, and then like playing is like the other 40%.
Right,
In
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of what I do. So
Cool. Very cool. Yeah. And you as well. I saw one clip. You had a laptop open with Pro Tools, I believe. So are you? What? No. Oh, that was him.
That was him.
Oh, sorry. You were just holding it then, I guess.
Yeah. I just made it look like I was doing something.
I got you. Okay. That's
Well,
fine. That's fine.
you-
That's what I was
Yeah.
doing when I was moving things around. I just wanted to look busy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll play around with it, but like I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to have fun with it.
Well, what's great now is you know how to press record and get
And
the
stop.
get the mic levels good.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go, grab some chips or like grab a sandwich or something like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and I go make
90%
something.
of it.
She's recording vocals.
Yeah. I can record vocals. I can click delete and I can retry.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
There you go. That's all you
need.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I found too, because like I was just a singer-songwriter before,
Right.
and then I decided I wanted to learn all this so I could do my own songs. I thought it would be an easier way rather than getting a band and like trying to, get everyone to like learn their parts. I thought, well, I'll just learn all the parts and I'll do it all myself. So that was like, I don't know.
You did do the band thing too, though.
Well, sorry, we did do that, but
But
I was still doing all the recording for the band.
yeah.
Anyway, but it was just
Doing
like
everything.
it's turned into like this nightmare for me because like at first it was just I would pick up a guitar and I would just sit there and I'd feel it and I'd play something. But now it's turned into like, oh, like I got to master this. I got to like get the right frequency on this and this and this.
Yeah,
So as soon as I listened back to my own music, I was just like, I was just an engineer at that point, right?
Yeah.
And so that's another reason why I've actually taken a break from music. 'Cause I'm just like, I just want to get back to the soul. So I think it's fine that you don't know all this stuff. I think it's good actually. So
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is a little fun fact. So Ashley, do you wanna mention how kind of you started releasing music?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So in grade 12, we had to do like a project on like anything. You could basically choose from anything that you want to do a project on. And so I was like, oh, well, like I'm obviously gonna do something music related. So I decided that I would release like an EP, but this was like when COVID was happening. So I didn't know how to like produce anything, but he did. So we'd be like messaging like
Not even. That's what I started producing.
that's when he started producing too. But
as we were doing this project, we were both
we were
learning
learning how to produce.
how to produce and how to
But
write
you
lyrics
like
and
had
stuff
like
that.
the equipment and stuff and like decently at that time. At that time, you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I had FL Studio. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had FL
yeah.
Studio and a USB mic.
And I had GarageBand.
Nice.
So
no preamp.
yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
All
Just
you need.
But we would record from like our own separate houses because of COVID, and we just send stuff back and be like, "What do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And so
Sweet.
yeah, and so that's my first EP that I have out called We, but throwback.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
definitely improved a lot since then.
Very cool. Yeah.
But-
So sorry with Seamlessly and Rejuvenate, like those are two between you guys too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
wow, yeah.
those are the newer songs, I guess, but we still haven't released in a while. But
it's the thing is like we've learned so much in the past couple months. It's hard to go back to songs that we've got to a good spot and be like, oh, now we have to take all the plugins off. We have to re-record everything.
Yeah.
And then it just step by step, it just gets to be more and more and more. And we're getting to a point like where we have stuff that we could release, but it would sound so different
I
that we're
getcha.
just kind of working towards it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have one song that's getting to the point where like we've completely started from scratch and it sounded pretty good.
Face of Truth,
Yeah.
Nice.
good song.
Very cool. Well, yeah, I got
so many songs. I looked on TikTok and I'm just like,
I know it's a problem.
Well, yeah,
That's great though.
it's awesome.
you're an outstanding writer when it comes to
Thanks.
like overall just like putting pen to paper and actually getting stuff down. It's crazy because like I'll be working my minimum wage 9-to-5 job, and every day a new song scrolls out. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have to work on this
Right,
one
right.
too. And
I'm
it's
like,
just
I
adding-
wrote a new song, and he's like, we haven't even finished the last 100.
Yeah.
But
That's the cool thing about artists. It's like I know even like you hear interviews of like artists being like, yeah, I have a hard drive with like 500 songs on it and stuff
yeah.
like that, where it's like I see where that comes from now, because it's just like there's always an idea that popped into your head, or like a video you have recorded on your phone of just this song, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That song was nice. Like,
Imagine
that
if you
version was
didn't have a way to record it.
I know
Yeah.
I'd be screwed.
They'd be lost.
So many songs before I started recording. It's just
Yeah.
Just gone.
gone in the wind.
The problem is like I always think of a good song like while I'm showering, or I'm just out of like I don't have access to a pen or paper or anything like
What
that.
about that Notes app?
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm like washing my hair and I'm like,
Or, like,
oh, that
voice-
melody is kind of
Voice
cool.
memo it.
Voice memo.
I got so many voice memos of the randomest
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's so handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use
Like
that.
I'll like hear a cool sound and I'm like, record it.
Like I was trying to fall asleep last night because I had to be up early for work, and it was like 1 a.m, and I was like, there's a song. I gotta grab my phone and
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
funny.
I'll be like half asleep and I'll like burst out of my bed and I'm like, wait, I need to record this right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Wow, that's sick. That's very cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's some good melodies
Yeah.
Thank
over
you.
the top of the guitar lines.
Yeah, and I just want to say too, there's something about like the way that you bend notes, like at the end of a line, like that one you did with Cody Lawless. You said you started writing it with him.
Yes,
like
my
the
king.
first line, like the leaves are falling, and and well, yeah. What's the next line? Sorry, the leaves are falling, and you walk out the door or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But just the way that you say door, like the way you bend off of it.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what it is, but it's just like addicting. And then when like the break in your voice on rejuvenate, you know, like when you go to like your falsetto.
Oh yeah.
Is it a falsetto for a girl, or it's just an edo? Because guys have falsetto.
I think it's falsetto.
Is it falsetto?
I think it's a
like,
general
or
term.
like
True
head
Edo.
voice,
I just like saying edo. So you
Edo.
go into your
It's a
so
true
you go into
Edo.
your falsetto right at those like that spot right in the chorus there. Like it's just so smooth, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. I just wanted to say that.
And
Thank you.
soft. Though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just it's so
Some people like Jewel or someone would go, if they got that kind of. You go the opposite. You're like, ah.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. That was a terrible representation.
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get
You know
it.
what
I
I mean?
get it.
I think
Yeah.
so too. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway.
Oh, thank you. That's very
Yeah.
kind.
No diss against Jewel if she's listening.
Oh, she's probably not listening.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Maybe Steve Bays knows her.
Oh, geez.
So you guys are working on new songs right now,
Yeah.
and you guys are also playing a bit live too, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's very fun.
Yeah, I think we've played seamlessly a couple times, but like a majority of the songs that we're playing live aren't released.
They're all unreleased.
But like
okay.
obviously the
Yeah.
progressions of the songs and the overall like structure of the songs we have set.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like getting them down into Ableton
Yeah.
and getting them good
It's
to
so
go.
hard because I always have such a distinct like what I want it to sound like, and I feel like whenever I hear like it recorded back, I'm like, man, like this just isn't what I want it to sound like sometimes. And it's not like a you problem
No,
or
no,
not even a me
it's-
problem. It's just like I just like have such a distinct sound of how I want it to sound, and I just love like the rawness of it
Right.
being live, I guess, that I'm like, man, like I just don't want to record it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
because then
Yeah.
once I start recording the songs, I usually end up hating them because you listen to them so many times and you're like, man, like lost the passion for it. But
Yeah. There's also like a level of like you kind of have to sell the song a little bit too, which
Yeah.
is it's hard to like balance
in
the
like promoting and stuff.
of
yeah.
like where it's like, oh, the vocals have to sound like this if you want it to catch on the radio.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Ashley wants them to sound like this. So it's balancing
yeah.
between that.
I'm like, I don't want to be like everyone else.
But yeah, there's like, I think there's a song, I don't know if you've probably posted Outgrow
Yeah,
on,
Outgrow.
on TikTok, just of
Many
her
times.
of you playing it. That song we've recorded like one acoustic guitar part a long time ago, but I think what we should do is just have the vocals and the guitar, like the acoustic guitar on one track, or like not one track, or record it at the same time. I
Yeah.
think that'd be cool because
Yeah.
that's really laid back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I can't remember his name, but there's a Nirvana song where it's just them in the studio, like in the console booth, or what's the actual name for it? I can't remember. And it was just on the couch, and they just brought a single mic over and just recorded like that, and it was so like his voice was so quiet, but I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
You're producing right now.
he is.
Yeah.
He's talk producing.
Wow.
I'm here for it.
Throwing
Write this
ideas
down.
out
Write
there.
this down.
You get to see the
Oh no,
secret sauce.
I've had it in the back of my mind for that's another song.
That is another song.
I've had it in the back of my mind for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, like I would say too, like I mean, produce like do your thing, but like you could do a whole album of just how you sit down on the piano with your TikTok. Like you could do that for a whole album.
Yeah,
and
that's
I would
true.
still be buying that. Like
Right.
I love
yeah.
just the rawness of it, and
Yeah.
So
No, I think that'd be sweet.
That would
it's
be
just
cool.
that's a bit easier on me at least if we're just
yeah.
Works for me.
mix it, master.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that'd be sweet.
Really.
Sounds rad.
Hey, stay tuned.
For sure.
Stay tuned, guys.
Oh, I will. Well, you guys want to take a little break here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey guys, James here. We're outside the Penny again. I've been casing this place for about 4 hours. We're gonna go in and make another ad for them. They still have no idea. This is gonna be great.
Oh, yeah. Good disguise.
All right, let's do this.
I didn't even look before crossing the street.
That's all right. I did for both of us. Wow, look at this place, man. This is so cool. Look at all these lights. Look at all the baked goods. So many cool baked goods. It's amazing. We got so much cool merch too. We make a great gift for a loved one. In case I've never said that before. This is a cool place.
Yeah, welcome.
It's my first time in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I heard about you guys on the Poets Garden podcast. Have you heard of that? It's like a local podcast from Mission. Features like singer-songwriters and stuff. Ever heard of it?
No, I haven't
No? Okay, cool. And on there, they actually said you guys have really good gluten-free brownies. So can we try one of those? Cool new bags, too. I mean, I've never been in here, so that's it?
Yeah, it's everything.
Awesome, thank you. See ya. Let's go. Dude, we did it again. We got it.
She was so nosy.
Dude, that was so insane, man. Yep, we're going.
Cool.
All right.
I don't like posting on social media. It is so hard for me to like get into a niche like audience space and know what I'm like. You're so good at that, and
I love social media.
Bet.
It's my favorite thing to do.
I used to be more like with my music and stuff, but I haven't done it until the podcast now. So that like it's weird, like making
get back
posts,
into it.
even the posts like you're on your way, and I'm like, oh, I didn't make a post that Ashley's coming tonight. Shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got its purpose for sure.
Yeah, it's a negative thing and a good thing at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the great connector.
Yeah,
that is a perfect,
that's the best way to put it.
the perfect way to put it. It is a
Good
great
job, Geordie.
Why did they say it so slowly?
Oh, because it
Just
had
to make it ring out a little bit more.
you know, it had so much,
Yeah.
much presence.
The
Now you gotta
great
say it like Gandalf. Say it like Gandalf.
What?
Well, you were doing a great Gandalf before you
was
guys came here. And I was all embarrassed. Sorry, Geordie. Put you on the spot. My bad.
Presence it has, you know.
So music, eh?
So,
Wrap it back.
We can talk about anything. It doesn't matter. Whoa. Oh my goodness, man! I'm so unprofessional. Sitting here drinking a beer. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. So where are you playing shows? Because
well, we were in LA actually a couple months ago now. Is it months ago?
It was in June, yeah, end of June.
Yeah. So we went there. Actually, I had like a brand deal sort of with like a popular like girls clothing brand. And so we like recorded 3 songs with them. And then I like just wore their clothes. But then I like have like a few connections down there. So like one of my friends down there was like, hey, like we're doing like a house show. Like you guys want to open? And we were like, okay.
Sweet, yeah.
So like the day that we got down there, like we were up at 4 a.m. to get on our flight. And then we had the show at like 7. And we had to be there for sound check around like 5-ish. But it was just like a really long day. But it was
bet.
so fun. So that was really fun. And then we've had like a few little like shows here. Like one at like a restaurant, so just like really chill. And then another one in like a backyard kind of, how would you describe that festival thing? It's called the
Not even-
Salapalooza.
Yeah, it was a
So fun.
community run event.
Yeah.
Where they just had people come and play music and
Yeah.
you know, kind of had a friends and family and people visit.
It was so
and-
fun, such a wholesome little event.
Yeah, it was really
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, that's where Aaron must have seen you
Yes,
playing it. Yeah, 'cause he was
yes.
playing that too. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it was very fun.
It was nice. It was interesting to see. Like, obviously, we were the youngest there,
Yeah.
but it's cool seeing. Like, I feel like we got into the scene a little late because I know there's obviously like, you know, the prodigal chosen ones, like your Justin Biebers and stuff like that.
Billie Eilish's.
And your Billie Eilish, you just like jump in so early.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. It's cool to see like there's still people like obviously just playing singer songwriters even in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
their older ages, which is cool. It's like wow, there's really the scene is so diverse, even in Vancouver, which is cool.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to do this, because back when we were playing shows or, you know, going to open mics and stuff, I was always just blown away by how much local talent that we had everywhere. So it's been really cool getting back into that now, meeting like new people, you know, up and comers and so very cool.
I played a wedding once.
Really? How was that?
Okay, get this. I played the wrong song when she came down the aisle.
No.
I played the song that the guy wanted when he came.
Nice. You started playing knocking on him.
Thank God they both liked the song anyway. So I was just like, just breathe, Geordie.
That's a little,
gosh.
it's a little stressful.
That was.
yeah.
I haven't heard from them since.
Oh wow.
Did you get paid?
When was that?
Oh no, this was.
Oh, it was just for
this
fun.
was 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
They didn't pay you?
No.
Just did it for fun?
Yeah.
Are they
Just
still married?
friendly.
Or did you kind of jinx them?
Probably.
Did you jinx them?
Oh,
You
jeez.
probably did. No.
Don't say that.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Are you guys still friends?
No, like I haven't heard from them in years, so I don't think that's why. We were never really good friends anyway. It was just people I knew kind of thing, so.
Got it.
But I made it seem like a bigger deal than it was. I'm sorry.
Hope they're doing well.
Oh,
if you're
hey, no,
watching
that's
this,
okay.
I'm sure they're doing well.
Are y'all intuitive people?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever just seen Ghost?
What?
Ghosts. Okay. So
Sorry.
all right, we're really getting into it now.
I was just a random thought when you said intuition.
I love random.
So my dad, he is a funeral director, or
Oh wow.
he is he basically will, like, if there's a reception or something, like, he'll be the person talking, and like
So he's seen a lot of ghosts.
we gathered
Probably,
the family
yeah.
here, and so he brought me to this funeral home one time, and he was like, "You want to go in the basement? Like, people have low-key seen ghosts down here," and I was like, "Yeah," like I was like, 10 or 11, and I went to go down the stairs to walk into the basement, and I touched the door handle, and it was ice cold. Like, it was like the rest of the room was like just room temperature, but I go and touch this, and it's like, like when you have an ice cube in your hand,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I can't hold this for that long. I touched the door handle, and it was like,
And you were like,
it felt like a glacier, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to go down here. And then I walked back up the stairs, and
fair.
we headed out.
Wow.
It wasn't a ghost, but it was kind of like this
just
area.
the presence was so weird.
It was like this.
You're like,
was a
I'm
sign.
scared right now.
I was like, I'm too young for this.
So Ashley, you've seen ghosts, right?
no,
No. Oh,
no,
okay.
just in like movies and stuff. I love horror movies.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Not like too abruptly scary, but like I like watching horror movies like with a group of people because it's like,
What's your favorite horror movie? I'm putting you on the spot.
I never remember any of the names to them.
Scream.
I've never seen Scream.
Okay.
I've seen Scream. Scream's really good.
It's not really ghost related.
It's more of a thriller. It's kind of like a mystery. I think it's kind of like
Ghostface.
a parody kind of thing.
Ghostface. Oh, that's
Face.
right.
Yeah,
Ghostface,
so it's a
yeah.
ghost. Anyway.
Anyways, this took a weird turn, guys.
No, no,
Yeah.
I like it. I'm fine.
Hey, we watched The Shining. What'd you
That was pretty
Oh,
terrifying.
yeah.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like
movie's crazy.
it's not like scary. It's just like so eerie, and you just have like this weird like feeling when you're watching it.
Unnerving.
Yeah.
Didn't we watch that when I was like home alone?
Yeah, I know. It was great.
Yeah,
it was.
didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your parents were
They were somewhere.
somewhere, and then I was like, we watched Blade Runner and The
We
Shining.
had a whole list of movies that we watched,
because like
Nice.
and Shining was. the
you're
one.
very Disney raised, I'd say.
I love
very
me some
musical.
Disney.
Oh, I love Disney.
Oh yeah,
And so I was like,
Disney
fanatic.
princesses, sign me up.
I saw Frozen the musical twice in 2 weeks. I know
Wow.
that's horrible. I mean, I'm gonna cut that out. No one's gonna hear that.
Nah, keep it.
But yeah,
Yeah, no.
no, but I do love Disney. I also love like horrible like true crime stuff. Like I'm just obsessed with true crime.
I
so, yeah.
love true crime. There's this girl on TikTok who like posts true crime videos, and like as soon as there's a video on my For You page, like I do not scroll, and I'm like scrolling on her page for so long, and then I'm like so deep in.
sorry, true crime is like crime that's like someone will cover like a real life thing that's happened.
Yes.
So, like,
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
Jeffrey.
or it's
Dahmer
just like
kind of
yeah, it's
things.
like a
So that's
yeah,
true crime.
like murders and
Oh
stuff.
man, I don't know if I'm a true crime person. I know like
I
my
love it.
sister. We were kind of
Cassidy is your sister.
yeah. Shout out Cass.
Shout out Cass.
Hey, Cass.
We were coming back from a family trip, and she was playing like a Jack the Ripper thing, and it was so distinct because I was trying to sleep, and like because it was a long car ride home, and it was like then she tried to run away, and he cut her head off with a saw or something like. And I was like, I can't doze off.
I love
while
true
this is
crime.
happening, and so I
Yeah.
I
Oh,
stayed
me
awake
too.
and I listened.
Yeah.
But
I've been getting into it recently,
nice.
but yeah,
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Geordie?
Cool.
cool.
What's some artists? I mean, I can name a couple off my head, but like artists that you really, take inspiration from or that you
Inspire
really
me?
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. So many.
Yeah.
So many. I feel like Gracie Abrams is a huge one.
Okay. Yeah.
Lizzie McAlpine. I don't know if you know.
I don't know that one.
Not yet.
Who else? I feel like you can answer this question more than I can.
Yeah, I mean, we listened to some Bon Iver on the way here.
Ugh, love Bonnie.
And just that kind of like there's so much you listen to like on the daily where you're like, oh, I pull from that or I pull from that.
Yeah.
And like who's that newer artist that you started listening to? Is it MK.G?
Oh, MK.G. G.
Is it Mickey? Is it Mickey?
Mickey.
I don't know what.
I'm not sure. But great artist.
And like, oh, who else was there? Backseat Lovers. I know you listen to a
Yeah.
lot.
I also been loving Role Model recently.
Role Model.
Yeah, Role Model.
I don't know if I know them. Not sure.
He's pretty good. He just released an album, so loving
Cool.
his album.
Is he like a medium build? Kinda?
He's pretty. Wait, what do you mean?
Like this, the artist, medium build. I don't mean what size is he?
Oh, like
Is he
the
a
way,
little guy?
like the sound of his music.
There's yeah,
It's pretty chill, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
cool.
But
I was just throwing that out there. What do you think about Gojira playing at the Olympics?
Jira?
I don't know who that
Pretty
is.
I don't know who that is either.
Do you know who that is, Caleb? You,
Oh, I
Very famous metal band.
Are you-
yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say it was metal. I was
Anyway.
like, I was gonna say like Gojira. Like,
Just curious.
is there? I don't know if it's like a specific. Cause that could be like a solo singer orchestra name Gojira, and then there's the metal band.
it's funny.
Fair enough.
I got one for you.
Okay.
If say no one's heard Ashley Delphine before, what's one song of yours that you'd want people to hear to kind of, give them the idea like this is me?
All my unreleased stuff.
All your unreleased stuff.
But like talking songs out, probably Seamlessly, realistically, or Rejuvenate.
I think Rejuvenate's
Rejuvenate's
closer
pretty
to the mark on terms of what about Empty Promise? Empty Promises.
Empty Promise.
I think that one's good
Empty
too.
Promise.
Oh, is that the one you did with her?
Yeah,
Like,
he's produced all of my songs.
Yeah, but I remember there was one where his name was on.
Oh, that's Broken Nails.
Broken Nails.
Oh, Broken Nails. Okay,
That song
sorry.
is such a banger, but it's just like not like my direct genre that I want to
see.
do. It was like it was our collab for sure,
Yeah.
but
Well,
it's
like-
such a good song.
The sound keeps evolving too, and we're at a point where we can decide kind of what we're gonna tune into. Because Seamlessly is obviously like even with the drums and the sound, it's very poppy.
Yeah,
But if
is
there's an
not.
expectation for like that more laid back
Yeah.
singer songwriter, then we kind of
more indie kind of pop vibe.
yeah. So we felt like Rejuvenate. I tried to get to it as close to Seamlessly as I could, but even that it was like this is this different thing, and it's difficult to like
Yeah,
to land.
I think I'm just at the point where I'm like trying to figure out like what I want my direct vibe to be, and the issue is that like I love so many different like types of music, and like there's so many different vibes that I want to do, but like in order to like low-key get yourself known, you have to stick to like one niche, and then you can kind of like broaden your
Right.
things, like Billie Eilish for example.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. It's a great example. Yeah.
or we could just say that doesn't matter. We're just gonna stick to what we want to do.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I think your core audience is pretty strong too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought with that Rejuvenate, it was funny because Seamlessly, I just kind of got tranced by it, so I kept putting that one on. And like Rejuvenate, I think I heard it like once or twice until like the last few days where I'm like, oh, this is a really good song too. So now I've been like looping that one. So yeah, no, I think you guys nailed it with that as well. So.
Thank you.
There's actually a longer version of Rejuvenate where it kind of builds and expands more.
Yeah.
But I felt like if you put it into a bite size, it's a little bit just more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to listen to this song again, but
Sometimes, yeah.
like the bridge on Seamlessly is really nice because it like kind of takes the song for a walk and then it kind of brings it back around. But Rejuvenate, we had to kind of cut that down a little bit, but still have a little bit of fun in there. But,
Have you guys watched the music video for Seamlessly?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And I actually noticed it's a different track.
it's a different
as well.
mix.
It is a different
I did not mix that. That
He
was
did not
someone
do
else.
that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, we wanted to switch it up a little bit.
It did sound good, but the person who filmed our music video had a friend who was just wanted to give it a shot, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm
I'm
secure. I can give him a shot at this.
Yeah, we wanted to just like, I guess, elevate it a little bit for the music video.
Yeah, yeah.
But we've had some people compare, like, oh, I like the original version. I can see where the newer version is like, oh yeah, okay, cool. But like, I think it's the musical,
The old version
the
still has
theory, the music theory that goes into it, the scales, and the overall composition is really good. And that newer song kind of misses the mark on that a little
Yeah.
bit, but still sounds great. When I listened to it, I was like, yes.
Well, we also recorded seamlessly like so long ago, so like all of the like original like tracks and like are just kind of messed up. So like,
well, we found the original takes that we did, and we recovered them, but
they're so bad.
that was before did we have auto tune? I think we got auto tune with Seamlessly, because auto tune is this. We've used it as a tool because you can nail the notes no problem.
Yeah.
But if
It's
you have
just
to
about
do
making
if you have
it
to do
full,
999 takes, your voice is gonna get tired on like
Yeah.
take like 12.
Yeah.
But what it does is it almost like focuses, because you can set it to where like you can humanize it, so it's like 20%, 30%.
Yeah.
And so we'll tune
Don't
that
give away
down.
all your producing secrets.
Oh, I've learned everything from obviously school, and then like YouTube. There's so many
And from
good.
LA too.
In
Learned a
LA,
lot
yeah,
in
yeah.
LA.
That was crazy. That trip was
It was
career
so,
defining.
It was so fun. I'm going back to LA actually.
Yeah. Cool.
But
When
Vancouver.
are you going back?
In October
Oh, nice. Very cool.
What for?
for music stuff.
Oh.
I just have friends down there now, so we're just gonna go down and mess around and make some tunes.
Very
Yeah, I'm gonna
cool.
drive down and just come back when I feel.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
yeah, it will be fun. Wish he could join me, but he has school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly no matter
So that's
what.
that's your end game, is to be a pop star. Well, not a pop star.
Not a
but
pop star.
Yeah, sorry. I mean
No.
a successful artist. Sorry.
Yeah, that would eventually be the goal. That's the only thing I've wanted since I was 4. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Very cool.
there's nothing else really.
Yeah.
But
I would say it's only a matter of time
Oh.
before the world hears you. So,
thank you.
Yeah. Well, did you guys want to head into the studio and do a little
Yeah,
performance
sure.
for us there?
I
Yeah.
think we're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, very cool. Well, yeah, just a huge thank you for coming here today.
Yeah, thanks for having
you
me.
and
Thanks for
Caleb
having
as
us.
well.
Yeah, we appreciate this.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
so
wish
fun.
you all the best in the future.
Thank you.
And yeah, Geordie, any thoughts?
Yeah, man.
Well
Thanks
said.
For coming.
Well
Yeah.
said. All right.
Thanks for
day.
having
Yeah,
us.
thanks.
For sure.
We'll come back anytime.
Yeah, for real.
If you give us 5 to 6 business days notice.
Something draws me to you, like a fish on a line, you reel me in. I wanna know every part of you, don't even wanna blink when I watch the way you speak. You wear your heart on your sleeve. So tell me, baby, what's been on your mind lately? You don't have to feel stuck in between. It's okay to feel crazy if your brain's a little hazy. I promise you, baby, I won't leave. Confide in me. Confide in me. Oh, I yearn to understand you. Like a washing machine, you spin me round, always circling back to you. There's answers within, and I'm listening to the tone in your voice. You think everything you touch you destroy. So tell me, baby, what's been on your mind? It's okay to feel crazy if your brain's a little hazy. I promise you, baby, I won't leave. Confide in me. Confide in me. And I know sometimes shiny things can tarnish. And I know most people aren't that harmless. And I know when you trust someone, they vanish. You can't touch someone without leaving a trace. In the end, everyone becomes easy to replace. So tell me, baby, what's been on your mind lately? You don't have to feel stuck in between. It's okay to feel crazy if your brain's a little hazy. I promise you, baby, I won't leave. Confide in me. Confide in me.
The Poets Garden podcast is produced and recorded by me, James Donnelly, at the Poets Garden Studio in Mission, BC. You can subscribe and rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and almost everywhere else. You can also find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. To avoid potential legal action, the Poets Garden podcast is not sponsored by the Penny Coffee Shop, yet. So next time you're in Mission, stop by the Penny for a coffee or a gluten-free brownie and say you heard about them on the Poets Garden podcast. Thank you for listening.